What happens to a legend when the stage lights dim? Once their voices filled stadiums, their faces graced album covers and lit up living rooms across the world.
I've been doing it a long time now, and I don't know. If I could tell the future...
They were the sound of a generation, but somewhere along the way they disappeared from the spotlight. No tragic endings, no farewell tours, just silence. Today we uncover the mystery of those unforgettable music icons who are still alive but rarely seen in public.
Yes, you do ask how long it's going to go on, really, and we've been doing it a long time now. And I don't know. If I could tell the future, life would be quite boring, I think.
Queen's bassist John Deacon wrote some of the band's most beloved songs. Another one bites the dust, I Want to Break Free, and You're My Best Friend. He participated in the Freddie Mercury tribute show in 1992 and performed The Show Must Go On with his surviving bandmates and Elton John in 1997. After that, he vanished. Guitarist Brian May and drummer Roger Taylor have performed as Queen numerous times over the past 15 years, touring the world and releasing new albums with Paul Rodgers. Deacon has declined to participate in any of it. There are no recent photographs of him available. He didn't attend Queen's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. He seems to have decided that Queen died with Freddie Mercury. The man who wrote some of rock's most iconic bass lines has become a complete mystery. No interviews, no appearances, no public sightings. For someone who was at the center of one of the greatest rock bands ever, his disappearance is almost total. He's achieved what few musicians can: complete anonymity after massive fame.
It seemed like I had changed and grown enough as a person to where it felt like it would be a beautiful thing to have another chance to do it right. I felt that way when I rejoined.
Red Hot Chili Peppers guitarist John Frusciante officially joined the Rock Recluse Club when he failed to show up at his own Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. During his second stint with the Chili's from 1998 through 2007, he was widely available to the press and public. Since leaving the group for a second time, he's become elusive. He continues releasing music, extremely uncommercial solo material that barely gets noticed. His albums come out on iTunes only, far from the mainstream spotlight. He was photographed at a Johnny Ramone tribute in Los Angeles, but these appearances are rare. He doesn't tour. He doesn't do interviews. He doesn't promote his work. He simply makes music in private and releases it into the void. For a guitarist who was once at the center of one of the biggest rock bands in the world, his withdrawal from public life is striking. He's chosen artistic obscurity over commercial success.
I don't know. I think we always had kind of a wide span of different people, I suppose, that are into the band, surprisingly.
White Stripes drummer Meg White was always content to stay in the background while her ex-husband Jack White spoke for the band. Things got strange during their 2007 tour when they canceled dates due to Meg's acute anxiety. Jack spent the next 2.5 years on side projects while the Stripes went silent. Their last public performance was February 2009 on the final episode of Late Night with Conan O'Brien, playing We're Going to Be Friends.
Yes, I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
In February 2011, the group formally announced their split. Since then, Meg has disappeared almost completely. Her husband, Jackson Smith, Patti Smith's son, is a well-known guitarist who's always out and about. But where's Meg? She's become a ghost. Jack White plays White Stripes classics at his solo gigs, but Meg is nowhere to be found. Her disappearance has been absolute. No interviews, no appearances, no social media presence. She simply vanished from the music world entirely.
När jag skulle spela in den. För att jag var ju bara 17 år och hade aldrig varit uppe i Stockholm, så att jag tog med min pappa.
ABBA's four members have little incentive to do much of anything these days. Their catalog continues to generate massive income, and the musical Mamma Mia packs theaters worldwide. The group consists of two divorced couples, so reunion tours seem unlikely. They've reportedly turned down billion-dollar offers. Of the four members, Agnetha Fältskog keeps the lowest profile. She reportedly rarely leaves Stockholm. She showed up at the Mamma Mia movie premiere in 2008, but only posed for photos on a balcony with the cast, far away from her three former bandmates. She was nowhere to be seen when ABBA was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2010. She released a solo album in 2004, but that was over 2 decades ago. She's the most famous woman in one of the biggest bands ever, yet she's become one of the most invisible.
But it was a challenge, really, and that divorce was not going on from one day to another. It was going on during a long time.
She's chosen Sweden over the spotlight, privacy over fame.
How we started, it was just, 2 guitars, bass, drums, and vocals, and we played wherever we could,
Even at Guns N' Roses' height in the late 1980s, guitarist Izzy Stradlin was a mystery. Everyone knew he played a major role in writing their hits, but he shied away from the press and let Axl, Slash, and Duff do the talking. He quit the band in 1991 during the Use Your Illusion tour and launched a long solo career. His last few albums have been iTunes only. The most recent one was released 2 years ago. In 2006, he shocked fans when he got on stage with the band at a New York gig, then did shows with them in Europe. But he likes to keep people guessing. He was a no-show when Guns N' Roses was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's appeared with his former band multiple times, and he still puts out solo material occasionally. But he avoids all press. He's evasive, mysterious, and deliberately elusive. He's the architect of some of rock's greatest songs, yet he refuses to take credit or talk about his work.
Well, sometimes Akron, sometimes Toledo. I mean, it's just Ohio. Every time we go there, somebody mouths off, and we get sort of kicked out or put into jail.
Yeah. Jefferson Airplane's Grace Slick believes something few veteran artists would agree with. Aging rock stars don't belong on stage. All rock and rollers over the age of 50 look stupid and should retire, she once said. She's now in her 70s. Since a short Jefferson Airplane reunion tour ended in 1989, she's mostly left music behind to focus on her visual art. One exception was a brief appearance at a 2001 Jefferson Starship show in Los Angeles. Unlike most people who've disappeared, Slick continues to talk to the media and is often photographed at her art shows. She's not a complete recluse, but she's refused to tour for over 23 years.
I don't have to look good. I draw. This looks like a bunch of different people drew this stuff, because I don't have a style.
Her last real album was Jefferson Airplane's 1989 reunion album. She's chosen art over music, privacy over performance. She's the woman who sang White Rabbit
I think you
and defined an era, yet she's decided that era is over. She's walked away from the stage and hasn't looked back. Joni Mitchell started threatening to retire in the late 1960s, but by the end of the 1990s, it seemed she'd finally done it. Her 1998 album, Taming the Tiger, was billed as her last. It wasn't. 2 years later, she returned with Both Sides Now, a jazz covers album, followed by an orchestral album of her own material in 2002. She dropped out of the spotlight again until her 2007 album, Shine. Things have been very quiet since then. In 2010, she gave a notorious interview with the Los Angeles Times.
I liked writing. I like composing. I like creating. I love the creative process. I hate self, I hate this.
In which she described her experience with Morgellons syndrome and ripped into Bob Dylan. He is not authentic at all, she said. He's a plagiarist and his name and voice are fake. Everything about Bob is a deception.
Joni, we need you on that wall, and we want you on that wall.
She skipped her Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction in 1997, though she had a good excuse. She just reconnected with the daughter she gave up for adoption. Despite her complete lack of concert appearances or new music in recent years, she still attends public events occasionally. She sat with Neil Young at his pre-Grammys tribute concert. She's not a complete recluse, but she's become increasingly withdrawn. The woman who wrote Both Sides Now has chosen to see only one side, the private one. They once defined entire decades, voices that echoed through radios, arenas, and hearts around the world. Now they live quietly in the background, far from the flashing lights that made them stars. Why did they vanish from public life? Was it choice or circumstance? Tell us in the comments, which of these icons surprised you the most? And who do you still hope to see take the stage one last time? If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stories that bring the past back to life. Thank you for watching.